All right, so we're talking about an exercise we use to fix anterior hip tightness. So a lot of people have complained about tight hips, like the front of the hip or the quad, and what they think they have to do is continuously stretch it, because that's what it feels like. It feels tight. But if you think about the anatomy of this section of your body, so you got, pretend this is my femur here, and it's in the socket. When you go through hip extension, or if I were to straighten out my leg or come back here like this, the only thing preventing your femur, or at least the head of the femur, from coming forward and creating this hip tightness is your glute. So if your glute isn't active, then what's going to happen through hip extension is the femur is going to roll forward to the front of the hip, put pressure on these front structures here, and then create that tightness. So continuously stretching the front of the hip is not really going to do anything. It might actually make it worse. So what you're going to need to do is activate the glute. So when you go into hip extension, the glute will hold the head of the femur in place, and it won't come forward and cause that tightness. So the fix is just a simple glute bridge. You start with a double regular glute bridge with 2 legs. So up, pushing through the heels, squeezing the bum as hard as you can, but you're not cranking through your low back and you're not forcing it up. You're keeping your pelvis in neutral alignment, squeezing the bum, and down. So one thing you can do once you're good with that is you can go single leg, just to give whatever side that pain is a little more extra work. Make sure you're activating, and then what I found works well for me is controlling the down as opposed to coming up and then just dropping down. You're controlling the down, make sure your glute is firing all the way through, and then it should clear up most of your anterior or tightness.